Good morning, Retin.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
We're doing fine. Appreciate you taking time to be on. Hope it wasn't too early for you.
No, it wasn't. That's happening.
Tell me a little bit. I'll tell our listeners a little bit about how the process that got you to Alabama.
Oh gosh.
That was back. Another staff saw you overseas. Is that correct?
Yeah, he did. It was actually a pretty interesting story. So with our previous coaching staff, John Brandon, who was our assistant, when he played professional ball, he played in Antwerp, Belgium. So the coach or the head coach he was playing for at that time was the same head coach I was playing for my junior year and senior year in high school.
Right.
So when it came to that time that I was graduating and I had to make a decision whether I wanted to go pro or I wanted to play college basketball, I had told my coach that, I want to play college basketball because I want to try my chances at making it to the NBA. So he said, if that's what you want to do, I know this one coach who coaches out in Alabama. So that was John Brandon. So he gave him a call. And then from one thing led to another. And then, a couple months later, I was at the University of Alabama.
Okay. Did you come on an official visit or did you come and stay?
Oh, I actually did. I came on an official visit. I actually came a couple weeks after the tornado, believe it or not. So I kind of saw Tuscaloosa at its worst. And it's funny, but even seeing Tuscaloosa at its worst, it was more than anything, it just made me fall in love with the city even more. Just to see, irregardless of, the rubble and the despair, there was still so much hope and joy in this town. And more than anything, that just made me want to be a part of this university all the more.
Retin, you make a good point there. This is Barry, but we're talking to Retin Obasohan, how you talked about playing over there and you played for John Brandon's coach, or however you said that. And I heard you speak, I think it was a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, at the Rock Quarry Middle School banquet. Now, you had no idea I was there, and you gave me chill bumps that day. Just the things that you had to say, how appreciative you were for not only the University of Alabama and what they've done for you, but your parents. So I want to commend you. And at that point, you weren't the player you are now. Let's be honest. You weren't averaging, 20 points a game in the league, and you totally blew me away by the type of person that you are. Just maybe talk a little bit about your parents and the influence, or whoever influenced you to be the person that you are, because you're a great kid.
Oh, gosh. First of all, I want to say thank you very much. That is funny. I had no idea you were there.
I was.
But I do remember that banquet. That was actually a lot of fun. And gosh, it's been a plethora of people. Just from my parents to my brothers to just my coaches and just even the people here in Tuscaloosa. My parents have done a great job just with the input, just teaching me, Christian values, even just our native African values, just the respect and appreciation for your elders, for people in authority. That's something that my parents really taught me at a young age, just knowing that anything of value that you want to achieve in life is always going to happen in the context of relationships. There's always going to be usually somebody else helping you out or somebody that you're going to do it together with. And that's usually when you achieve the most, the things of most value. So just really holding on to that thought. Just throughout life, I've just noticed that any of the stuff that I've done or I've achieved has always been through the help of other people, even athletically, even academically. Just being able to be at the school, to achieve the grades that I have, it's all through the help of the professors, fellow students, and people that maybe know certain subjects better than me, and they're helping me out, helping me through it. And then this season, I couldn't have done any of the stuff that we've achieved as a team without those guys, without our coaching staff, without our support staff. So in all those things, man, I'm going to give credit to all the people that have just helped me along the way.
Well, and of course, as you've stated, a team game, and you understand that as well as anybody. Answer me this: what's the most difficult thing for you to do to get the basketball where you want it on the dribble drive with guys really pressuring you or trying to keep the ball off of you, as opposed to you trying to defend people who drive it a lot. They know you're driving it a lot now because of the hand situation. Both of those, talk a little bit about both of those two things in the game.
Yeah, those are things that just, I guess as a player, you just got to adapt to.
Yeah.
I do like the changes that have been making in the NCAA, trying to implement more freedom of movement, allow the offensive players to have a little bit more, I guess, liberty to move and operate as they want to. So that has worked in, I'll say, my advantage and just the advantage of the overall game. Just allowing players to do what they want to do without having those, I guess, little restrictions where those handshakes might bother them or just slow them down, like a second or two. So I've liked those rules that they've changed. I like them bringing down the shot after 30 seconds. Honestly, in my humble opinion, I would like it to go to 24. But I'm saying that because I grew up in Europe and we always play with a 24-second shot clock. So that's all I've known. But and I've liked the rule changes. I think it's helped the game. And I'm actually curious to see, how I guess the NCAA is going to, I guess, continue to change and look for ways to not only increase scoring, but just and overall improve the game and make it better for their players.
Retin, I want to ask you, of course, Dad and I coached, and I hosted SEC, ACC. Obviously, he was at Alabama for a long time. You've been competitive there, but you guys work so hard in the summers. You get up early. You get up early during the preseason, 5, 6 in the morning, lift weights, do a lot of things that people don't understand. But tell everybody how great it is to go into a locker room after winning a game at Florida, at LSU, Auburn, to get in there with your brothers who you've been through so many difficult, tough times with. How fun is that to be in that locker room after a big win?
Those are moments that are they're just too big for words. Just because, like I said earlier, nothing of significance will be done by itself. Everything that is a whole lot of fun, everything that is, it's going to mean a lot and that's going to be really cool. You're going to do it in the context of relationships. And just to see, I guess, to put it, simple, the fruit of your labor, just us coming in, day in, day out, just working on our game, working on, our style of play, and being able to go to these great SEC schools, on the road and be able to get those victories. It's so real, especially, if we're just being honest, nobody expected us to come in and win at LSU or win at Florida. So just to be able to do that, it makes it a whole lot more fun, and as a team, we also have the mentality that we're just appreciative of every game. Every game that we win, we celebrate it. That's just because we realize where we're coming from and we realize the opportunity that we have. So it's been a lot of fun, and as you guys can see on social media and Periscope, it's always a party. When we come in there and celebrate, we got a little dance circle, and Coach Johnson gets in there, other players get in there. I've been trying to get the battle in there, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's just really cool just to be able to just celebrate your hard work and just see that the work that you're putting in is actually paying off.
Well, Retin, Wednesday night will be senior night, and I went through a lot of those at Tuscaloosa, and that's a tough night. It's a wonderful night in a lot of ways because you have accomplished so much and your team is so good. It's also a kind of a emotional night because it'll be your last time to play in Coleman. But
definitely,
I know that's it's going to be a meaningful night to you and the other senior. And so I want to, on behalf of myself, who coached there a long time, congratulate you on what you've done and on getting to senior night with the kind of attitude that you have and the feelings that you have about your teammates. And I know people will look forward to maybe seeing you play maybe it is the last time in Coleman, and congratulate you on what you've done.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be a surreal moment.
All right, before we let you go, Retin, now in the locker room, rating Coach Johnson's dancing, 1 being terrible, a 10 being the best you could do. Where is he right now? Because you guys are making him dance a lot in there now. Where is he between a 1 and a 10? He can't bench you, so if he's a 1, he ain't gonna be able to bench you now. So you can give us the truth there.
Okay. Well, just to be completely honest, I remember when we were in Orlando, Florida. So I think he tried to do the dab while we were in Orlando, Florida, and that probably ranked close to a 2, to a 2 or a 3. It wasn't too great. It wasn't too great. Just over the course of the season, Coach Johnson has stuck with the program. He's been keep getting better. Working on his game, working on his dance moves, and I can honestly say that. This past Saturday, his dances were up there. It was about an 8. I would give it a 9. It was on beat. He added some flair to it, and I like the little crimson tie he had on. So I think Coach Johnson's been getting better, as the season has been progressing.
Well, Retin, we appreciate that. Let me echo what Dad said. Hey, I've been a big fan of yours on the outside, but I appreciate you as a person even more than as a player, and I respect you a whole lot and look forward to seeing you in the last time on Wednesday night.
Thanks, Retin. Appreciate it. Sorry to get you up so early.
Hey, Retin, get to class. Go to class. Get to class right now.
He's off today.
See you. Oh, you're off today? All right, we'll go back to sleep.
Thank you so much.
See you, Retin.